In this video, you will learn how to deploy each of the different monitors in your home. This will be the third video in your FEHNCY air quality training series. The community researcher needs some time to go back to their office. Wait for the community researcher to call you on the phone to instruct you on how to start the monitors. Let's start with the AQ egg monitor. In the main living area, such as the family room or the living room, find a suitable piece of hard furniture where the monitor could be placed, such as a side table, a wall unit, a dresser, or a night table. There should be a nearby power outlet. The monitor should be placed somewhere 10 centimeters or at least 4 inches away from other objects, including walls, to allow for airflow around the monitor. Avoid placing the monitor near drafts caused by air conditioning or heating system vents. To start the monitor, simply plug the power cord into an electronic power outlet, and the monitor will automatically start working. As soon as you begin the monitor, tell your community researcher over the phone 1. The AQ monitor number, which you will find on the side of the monitor, 2. Where you have placed the monitor, and 3. What time of day you plugged it in. Leave the monitor untouched for 5 days. Please ensure that nobody unplugs the egg during the monitoring period. If it becomes unplugged, please plug it back in as soon as possible. After finishing with the start of the AQ monitor, you can then move on to the radon detector. This step should also be done while on the phone with your community researcher. Select a suitable location. The basement is a great spot because radon is a gas that comes from the soil, typically entering the basement first. But only choose the basement if you spend more than 4 hours per day there. Otherwise, select the main living area, such as the family room or the living room. If you don't have a basement but you have a crawl space, place the detector on the main floor. Do not place the detector in your crawl space. The top of a bookshelf or a dresser could be a great place for the radon detector, as it is out of reach of children and away from any movement that could cause it to fall down during its monitoring period. The detector should not be placed near drafts caused by air conditioning or heating system vents, or near windows or doors. Avoid locations near excessive heat, such as direct strong sunlight and fireplaces. Also avoid locations on or near electrically powered equipment or appliances such as the tops of televisions, stereos, or speakers. The detector should be placed in a location that is at least 30 centimeters or 12 inches away from an exterior wall and 10 centimeters or 4 inches away from objects to allow for normal airflow around the detector. If 30 centimeters or 12 inches is not feasible, placing the detector at least 20 centimeters or 8 inches from the wall is acceptable. Take the detector out of its heat-sealed bag by cutting off the end of the bag that is visible with a small dent. You can throw away the pack of silica gel that was in the package with the radon detector, as you will not be needing this package anymore. Place the detector flat on a firm surface with the detector number facing down. As soon as you have placed the monitor in its location, tell your community researcher over the phone 1. The radon detector number, and 2. Where you have placed the monitor in your home, and 3. What date the monitor was started. You may now leave the monitor untouched for a period of 90 to 180 days. Your community researcher will call you on the phone when it is time to stop the monitor. For homes that are chosen to have a VOC tube deployed, this step should also be done while on the phone with your community researcher. If you do not have a VOC tube in your Ziploc bag, then you can skip to the end of this video. In the main living area, such as the family room or the living room, find a suitable piece of hard furniture, such as a side table, a wall unit, a dresser, or a night table, where the monitor can be placed. This will usually be in the family room or the living room. Please note that you can place the VOC tube on the same surface as the radon monitor, but only if they can fit at least 10 centimeters or 4 inches away from each other. The VOC tube should also be placed at least 10 centimeters or 4 inches away from other objects to allow for normal airflow around the tube. It is also very important that you place the sampler somewhere that's out of reach of young children and away from traffic to avoid it being knocked down over the deployment period. In the small Ziploc bag, you will find an aluminum canister and a small aluminum foil package. Inside the canister, you will find a tube with a white cap on one end and a big metal cap on the other end. This is the VOC tube. Unwrap the aluminum foil and you will find a gray cap with tiny little holes in it. Pull off the white cap from the metal tube and replace it with the gray cap by inserting the gray cap until a little click sound is heard. Place the tube with the gray cap upwards on a firm surface, and remember, if you're placing the VOC tube on the same surface as the radon detector, they have to be at least 10 centimeters or 4 inches away from each other. Once you have placed the monitor, place the white cap back inside the aluminum canister and close the canister. Place the whole canister back into the small Ziploc bag, and then place them together into the large Ziploc bag that had been used for the delivery of the package. It is important to keep them safe, as you will need these bags at the end of the exposure period. As soon as you have placed your canister on its surface, your community researcher will ask you the number on the side of the tube, which room and what level of the house you have placed the monitor, and what time it was placed there. You may now leave the monitor untouched for a period of 5 days.